never falling. Why you
Yo,
making
yo,
problems?
yo, what it do,
I've been silent. Why you
baby?
making
Welcome to
problems?
the very
I'm a
first
problem.
episode
Being rich
of
is not
the
my-
Millennial Culturally Distinct Podcast. I am your favorite Houston hottie, your girl Brittany. And you know I got my peeps with me. I got my guy Jsavant in the building.
What's happening? What's happening?
And my girl Khrissy T.
Hey y'all, what's up?
How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I feel like after weeks of happy hour, meetings, FaceTimes, we can officially say, Mama, we did it.
Hey,
We here.
Look, nice to meet y'all.
This is our very first episode. How do y'all feel?
I'm good. I'm ready to have a conversation.
I am too.
I am. I'm ready for the people to get to know us individually and like just bring something different.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm excited, but Khrissy, you and I had this conversation. I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time. I feel like a lot of people that are listening, they're going to be like, what are you so nervous about? You come from radio, but it's like, it's different. When I say nervous, not so much as that I'm going to mess up on the mic, but more so it's a new lane for me. That's anybody, you know, when you start a new business, when you start a new career, it's always nerve-wracking because what you always, your number one question is, what if?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I mean, I feel like a little nerves are always good though. Like, cause the nerves, like that's that adrenaline. So for me, like I'll be nervous, but I'll just make myself. Like, you know, it's like jumping in a pool. Like I'll just make myself jump in. Like, you know, and they say, oh, it's gonna be cold, but once you jump in, it feels good.
Yeah.
So that's
And like you said, I mean, it's just a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You just
It's
got to
literally
get through
just a
it. That's it.
conversation.
Yeah.
So, fun fact about the three of us. So, you know, whenever you start like anything, like a new opportunity, normally like when you start a new job or, you know, you start a business, you kind of, when you started with someone, you kind of have background knowledge about them. Mm-hmm. And so fun fact about us is we went in blindsided. We had no idea. We had no background history of each other.
This was one big blind date.
Literally. I mean, Khrissy, you and I had a conversation before. I mean, I met you at your job. I don't know if you want to make that announcement where you work, but
Nah, they can catch me.
No.
They can catch me on YouTube, Instagram, okay?
look, my girl said, but I've ran across you before at your spot, and I remember you serving me. And I don't know if you remember, but it was a guy that bought me a drink, and I think you came around like an hour later, and I was still sipping on the same drink.
Mm-hmm. No, I see so much in the bar. It's funny, and it's like I feel like bartending. We keep a lot of secrets. That's basically all it is. Like talking shit to people, keeping their secrets, minding my business, but also being in everybody's business.
Speaking of being in everybody's business. So I didn't get that from you. I want to know y'all's like first impression, because people that are listening, like I said earlier, we went in blindsided. We had no idea about each other, but I feel like we're a family now, and I feel like we've gotten closer over the few weeks, and I feel like y'all are my dogs. Like I feel like we've been knowing each other for months.
Basically, like when you meet them long lost cousins at the family reunion.
Yes.
Like, you know, you automatically just like
connection.
try to get along with, like you even try to build that connection just regardless, because like, well, this is my family, so we're gonna have to get along.
Right.
So let's try to
Right.
like get to know each other.
Right.
I'm gonna let Jay go and tell me what he thinks.
Well, my first impression was I introduced myself to Britt, and Britt looked at me. She kind of sized me up, and I put my hand down, and she was like, "Corona." So for me, it was kind of just like
Sounds about
I was
right.
like, damn. But
You
then-
know what? I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I did that was because I knew you were going to be part of the podcast. And when I was sitting at the bar, you didn't even offer to buy me a drink.
Well, my thing.
Oh, let's not.
We're going there already. We're going there. My thing is that I was there for a professional meeting, so I didn't want to entertain you in that aspect, knowing that I'm here to do something. But I mean, afterwards having a conversation.
But buying a drink, that's just buying a drink.
It can lead to other things.
What could it have led to?
You said what could it?
You,
We'll say that for later. We'll say that for
your,
another time.
your thirst being quenched.
Look, he's like, we're going to save that topic for another
Yeah, I
episode.
was like, I don't know what it could have led to, but I get you.
But my first impression of both of y'all were that both of you guys were amazing. I think that you guys' energy was infectious as well. So for me, personally, I enjoyed it. First meeting.
Let me find out.
What?
What you finding out?
What you finding out?
Because I'm going to be honest with you. So when I met Khrissy, I was just like, oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Like her smile is just like captivating. Because like I said, I met her at her job.
Right.
I just like instantly was just like, I like her. When I met you, I was just like, What up? No,
was that? Is
I'm
what kind
kidding.
of?
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Wait, are we kidding?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
She telling the truth.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
No. When I first met you, I mean, of course, you already know you had the hat, and I just wanted to make sure you weren't going to hatfish us. That was my biggest concern.
So
I'm going to be honest.
The first time we all met, Brittany literally asked Jay to take off his hat to show the hairline.
She thought my shit was receding.
Y'all, I was so scared for him. Like, I got so nervous. I was like, oh my God, she's putting him on the spot. He's about to be bald. He about to have a cowlick. But he came through, y'all. He's the exception. So that's good for you.
Anomaly.
Yeah. So, okay, I want to kind of like dive straight into it. Like I said, we want the first episode to be a get to know, just as well as like our listeners are getting to know us. I want all of it, like us to get to know each other as well. And we're like 3 weeks in of 2021. I mean, time is like moving.
Right.
2020 was really, really, I feel like it was a lot for a lot of people. I feel like it was a blessing in disguise for some. And I just want to kind of talk about like some of y'all's 2021 goals. Y'all have anything in mind? Like, I know, Khrissy, after we finished filming the podcast, you're actually headed to a vision board party, which is super dope. And I think that's important to always kind of have a vision with, for the next month or for the next few months.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what are some of y'all's like goals or just New Year's resolutions for this year?
So the way I like to word like pretty much where I'm at right now in my life, it's basically I'm intentionally going with the flow. And what that means like is, yes, I'm just going with the flow, meaning like just letting, life lead me basically. But I'm just being intentional, meaning like I'm working hard. I'm trying to have my hands in a lot. I'm trying to, rub shoulders with the right people. And I feel like I'm just working hard, but I don't know what for just yet. But I just want to just work and kind of let it come to me and, like, see what situations fall in my lap, what opportunities fall in my lap, you know, based off of that. So, I mean, I do have other goals. Like, I have the YouTube channel. I want to grow that. I'm starting this podcast with y'all. I want to grow that. Just overall my online presence, get a bigger bag, like normal.
All of that. Yeah.
That's pretty much where I'm at.
Yeah. I think that's what 2020 actually taught me, and something that you mentioned earlier is just kind of like living day by day. But for me, I think I want to, so I have this biggest thing of like procrastinating. So for me, my 2021 goal is to start writing down my goals, my priorities, my intentions. So what I did actually, Jsavant and I talked about it the other day. I went and bought little sticky notes. And so what I did was, instead of just mentally noting things, I'm going to jot them down on little sticky notes. And what I do is I place them, in an area that I know I have no other option but to see them.
Yeah.
And for me, being a female, I literally live in the mirror. So when I hop out the shower, it's like, boom, right there. You have no other choice but to see it.
I'm really big on writing stuff down. So, yeah, I agree with that. And when it comes to, like, procrastination, this book I am reading, it basically just, is just saying, like, you have to be willing. That's the one thing it's told me is, like, just be willing. Like, we say we call it procrastination, we put things off, but it's really because we're just unwilling to sacrifice social life. Yeah. We're unwilling to wake up early or, whatever it could be. We're unwilling to cut pork out our diet or cut sugar, like whatever, it is for you. So that's one thing I've been trying to train my mindset is just, okay, I'm willing to, be a little tired. I'm willing to be up a little later if I need to be up a little later to get things done. So,
well, I think like I had a lot of downtime in 2020. I feel like a lot of us had a lot of downtime in 2020. So for me, 2021 is just like accelerate the gear, like just keep moving. And so kind of piggybacking what I was saying earlier is just writing down all of my goals. And so what I do is, like I said, I put them on my mirror, and then after I've like crushed that, I will remove them, whether it's, hey, I have errands to run, or like this is a goal that I need to accomplish within the next week or so. And what that does for me, it just helps clarify things, because like I said, you have no other choice but to see them. And also it's a way to like motivate. It keeps me motivated. I feel like no matter how like far you've accomplished what you've accomplished, motivation fades, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then it comes in sporadic periods, and then you find yourself back in this rabbit hole of like self-doubt, hesitation. So for me, it's just like a motivational tactic for me. It's just to be able to be like, okay, this has been up for a month now, sis. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. It's just I'm holding myself accountable for things that I need to do.
Can I touch on that real quick?
Yeah.
For me, I don't believe in motivation. I think motivation is bullshit, because motivation is like you look at something, I'm motivated. But as soon as you leave whatever you're looking at, you go back to doing whatever you're comfortable with. So for me, I think like to grow in life, you just have to be consistent in everything that you're doing and more purposeful. Like for me, I'm like a big like meaningful purpose. If shit don't mean nothing to me, I won't look at it twice.
But that's where I'm going with that. That motivates me to be consistent.
Okay.
To stay consistent.
Okay.
Well, and I would say things still motivate you. Like even like with work, I mean, the money is what motivates you, right? To go to work.
I'm not motivated by money. I'm motivated. I'm not really. I think motivated is a bad word for me because for me it's like motivation is so temporary. That's how I look at it. Everybody else has their own, definition of perception of it. But
yeah, I look at it just like as a little momentum, like as a little push.
And that's why I said motivation comes in sporadic periods. No matter how far you've accomplished, no matter what you've accomplished, how far you've come along, like it comes in sporadic periods. And that's why, like I said, you find yourself back in this rabbit hole of self-doubt, hesitation. So for me, it's like, it's a little tactic for me. Like it's just a tactic. Like I said, I have no choice but to see it when I hop out the shower. So, or if I'm getting ready for the day, I have no choice but to see that. And for me, it's like, I was supposed to handle that a week ago. Why? It's been 2 months now. You're not doing something, sis. Get it together.
But is it motivation or is it just something that you're looking at and say, okay, I got to get this shit done?
It's motivation.
It feels like a daily reminder to motivate her to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely a reminder.
Let me make sure that's pretty much all I had to say about that. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's where I'm at. Would y'all say y'all have any specific goals y'all want to actually reach this year?
I do.
What's yours?
My real estate license.
Okay.
I want to really get into something that I know is never going to fade away. I think real estate is something that we all know is everywhere. Anything that we really... Any building that we go to is real estate.
Real estate is never going away.
Real estate, transportation, all that.
100%.
Definitely. For me, this media life is what I'm passionate about. This is something that I see myself doing 5-10 years from now. This is just not for the time being. This is actually what I got a degree in. So this is I want to pay the bills. So for me, I want to, whether it's my radio show or whether it's the podcast, I want it to be one of the if not the best, if not better than the other. Like this podcast, I want it to be great, if not the greatest podcast ever, whether it's in Houston or wherever.
Yeah.
My radio show, I want it to be one of the #1 syndicated shows, and that's something that I've been working towards for years now. So.
And I feel like media entertainment, I don't think that's going to fade either because everyone needs to be entertained. Like everyone,
Definitely.
like whether you whatever you're going through, people are always seeking some entertainment. People are fascinated by other people's lives, even though we all repeating the same life over and over.
Definitely.
Right.
Like everyone's just fascinated by it. So I don't think it's going anywhere.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: How comfortable are you guys with being uncomfortable?
I don't know about that. That's a really good question.
I'm pretty comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's how I grow myself. I make myself do things I don't really feel that comfortable with doing just because I just need to get it over with.
See, for me, I feel like I wait for a lot of things to kind of fall in my lap. And that's why, starting the podcast, a lot of people have been suggesting that to me. They're like, oh, you're already in the industry. You have your radio show. Yeah. I feel like podcasts, you should create one because that's kind of like your own lane. Right. And I was hesitant about it because of fear of starting over. And so, just like you said, I wasn't comfortable with being uncomfortable. Right. Starting from the bottom.
It's a phobia.
It is. Yeah. But, I mean, we're here.
What would you say? Are you comfortable with being uncomfortable?
I used to be, until I just started doing things differently. One of my best friends, he gave me an idea to do, which was actually every morning when I wake up, I get in the shower. For the first 3 minutes, I take a cold shower. So for me, what it does, you got to listen though.
I'm good.
You got to listen though. So for me, the fact that you just said that is exactly why I do it. Because for me, what it does is, it makes me want to do something that I don't want to do every morning. Who the fuck wants to wake up every morning and take a cold shower?
It sounds like you just like to torture yourself.
No, it's not. It's not torture. What it is it puts you in a mindset to say, okay, if I can get up and do this, I can do everything else that I need to do throughout the day.
I know. I definitely see the logic behind it. Yeah. So something I've done like that, I mean, I'll wake up and make my bed up every day. I'll like make sure I always make my bed. But,
Right.
Oh no, sis.
But honestly, y'all, I thought it was gonna change my life. Y'all, I had the worst year ever, so I feel like fuck that bed. Like I'm not making my bed no more.
Girl, better.
I don't think that means anything.
I'll take my comforter and just throw it over my pillow and go about my day.
So that was something I did to like, I was uncomfortable, but I did it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: if you were in a relationship, would that actually play a part in making your bed every day?
No.
No.
Wait, what do you mean? Like if I was
So
in a
if you had
relationship-
it, so say if y'all were living together, right? And he said, okay, we know that I like to come home to.
He better
bed
enjoy that
then.
messy
I
bed.
already don't like that come home.
Right.
You see?
I'm coming home. He doing that man shit. Talking about come home.
He already
What
started
you told her,
now.
it's
I
not
don't
no
like
man.
that.
It's a question. It's a question. At the end of the day, the way I look at it is like this: you have things that you like. I have things that I like. You have things that turn you on. I have things that turn me on. It doesn't classify me as saying, okay, well, I'm needy or, I have something that I want more than what
So
you
what
want.
are we saying? You come home and what? He
Okay,
like,
so I'm saying like, okay, say if maybe he may come home and be like, all right, well, I like a, clean house and made bed because for me that's comfortable. I like coming home to where it's peace, it's my zen, whatever the case is. Meanwhile, you come home and just like, man, fuck it. Like,
I mean, it's no. Okay,
would
yeah.
you compromise?
Yeah, that's just having a clean house. Yeah, I mean, yes, that's not
Okay.
a big deal to me.
So what are you guys' turn on and turn offs?
Okay, so before we get into turn on and turn offs, relationships. Speaking of relationships, I kind of want to piggyback off of that since you
Right.
want to talk
Okay,
about
yeah.
relationships and things like that.
Right, okay.
Okay, so the past 3 weeks that we've been like hanging out, I haven't heard any of y'all talk about a man, a female, none of that. Okay,
Where they at?
What they at? So are y'all like in a relationship? Are y'all like talking to someone? Y'all in a situationship? It's complicated. I saw this meme the other day that said, quit asking me if I'm single. Yes, I'm no.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
That's currently my situation. It was like, quit asking me if I'm single. Yes, I'm no.
I don't get it.
Like, I am, but I'm not. It's complicated.
Okay,
Like, yes, I'm
okay.
no.
Okay.
And then some girl came in and was like, no, I'm yes. Basically, like, it's kind of complicated right now. I feel like that explains my, like, relationship right now.
So you're in
My
a
relation-
situationship.
I feel like weird saying that. I feel like we're too old to be in situationships.
You
I'm going to
can't
be
never
honest
too
with
old.
you. The dating pool in Houston, it literally has pee and fecal matter in it, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
I
just going to
feel
be honest with you.
I feel like situationships are like the only thing there is. Like I feel like I feel like I'm too old to say, oh, I'm talking to this guy. Like I hate saying that.
Right.
Like I don't even. It's just so stupid.
Really, I feel like
So you talking to a guy?
situationships.
Yeah, to be like, oh, we talking.
Wait,
what?
if you talking, that's like dating. Like how is that
no,
stupid
then
to
just say we dating.
No,
but
we're
they don't want to call it dating because that means that we're gonna be dating.
Wait, who's they?
Men.
How the hell can y'all say
Men.
that if we don't? If I'm saying I'm talking to a female, I'm talking to the female. If I say I'm dating her, I'm dating her.
But
See,
what's
that's
the
the thing. So
difference?
we need to make that a topic for an episode. The
Right.
definition of talking, dating, and actually being in a relationship.
I think
Talking to me
I
is
think-
situationship.
I think talking is a synonym for dating. I
See,
think
we
dating
all
is a
have our own
synonym
definition
for,
of
it's not synonym.
talking and
Synonym for.
not cinnamon.
I'm fucking with you.
Not cinnamon. So I feel like situationships last longer than relationships. Honestly, like I really do.
That's true because
Well, there's no
look,
ties to it.
Yeah. And people are more honest in their situationships. Well, I'm speaking more for fuck buddies, but they're way more honest.
Isn't that a situationship?
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
But I feel like some situationships though, like I feel like a lot of situationships the girl wants to date the guy, like she wants to be like in a committed relationship with him, but he just doesn't want to for whatever reason. So it becomes a situationship.
I think what it is situationships is cat and mouse games. Like it's kind of just like I'm gonna chase you until I feel like your energy is matching mine, and then you're gonna start having to chase me. That's how I look at shit like that. And then once it matches, then it becomes a relationship. But if it doesn't match, it's just gonna stay a situationship. So that's just how I look at it.
Okay, so I guess so basically y'all do that until like the cat wins.
Yeah, you do that until the cat wins. Because my thing is like this: if you look at it from that perspective, you can't go in a relationship if I like you more than you like me. The reason why you can't is because it's gonna get to a point to where either it's gonna switch or I'm just gonna stop giving a fuck.
Okay, so wait, you think that the guy should not like the girl more?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that in a relationship, the like should be mutual.
For sure.
No, I need him on his hands and knees. Like I need you. No, seriously, I need him like
that's
damn near about to cry at night. Like
for what?
Because I need him to like me more than he likes me. I mean, I need him to like me more than I like him.
For you, okay? And what do you need that for though?
Because I feel like with guys, like that's just how it is. Like I feel like when you're not pressed on a guy, that's when they like you. Yeah. Like
it's like you have to play this.
But that's just what I just said though.
But you also finished it with like it needs to be mutual.
No, I'm saying to be in a relationship, it has to be mutual. To be in a situation, if we just fucking or we just friends, whatever the case is, like that, it's gonna be a point to where you text me, I'm doing something, I get back to you, or I text you, you doing something.
But I guess okay, so in a relationship, I still feel like he needs to like me a little bit more because he needs to stay on his toes. Like the same way you like me, you find me, all of this, so does the next one. Like. It's people waiting in line, so you need to make sure, like you need to know that someone always gonna be competing for your spot with me.
Yeah.
My thing is that what happens when comfortability sets in?
That's why I need him to like me a little bit more because I feel like that's gonna keep him on his toes. Like I don't want you to get comfortable.
So wait, hold on. Are you gonna be on your toes too?
I mean, yeah, but he's gonna be on his more than mine because
why?
That's just what I need.
It's a partnership. It's not.
See, I feel like in my situationship, I liked him more than he liked me.
And it never works like that with men. Like men don't like when you're on their back like that. Like
it doesn't.
So that's why it's like it has to be the other way around.
But then I noticed that when I pulled away, now he's like all liking every photo now and commenting on my story and texting me like, I saw you the other day and when I hugged you, I just kind of felt like the energy wasn't reciprocated, and I'm just like,
exactly.
See, you gotta have an understanding. Like for me, like. In my situationship, it's an understanding of what's going on. Honesty. If you feel some type of way, say how you feel, and we go from there. But at the same time, I'm not finna play no fucking games. I'm not finna play phone tag with you. I'm not finna chase you. If 9 times out of 10, if I'm in a situationship, I'm not even gonna take you on a date. Because at the end of because we're in a situationship. Now, if we're in a relationship or we're dating to get somewhere.
Okay, so cool. So situationships are dead end. Can we all agree situationships are dead end?
They don't have to be. They don't have to be. They don't have to be.
I will never ever be in another situationship.
They don't have to be.
I'm gonna lay everything on the table up front. If you with it or you not.
Yeah.
So but my thing is, you say that, and then another person comes around, and then you kind of just settle for who they are.
But you're saying that situations aren't dead end, but you also say you don't take her on a date. So how can y'all ever grow? How can your situationship ever turn into anything else?
You said, how can it?
Yeah.
I said most of them, because most of them is just, you just there for me to have sex with. Or you just there for a conversation if I feel like talking in the middle of the night.
Yeah, see, that's why I have different definitions. Because to me, that's a fuck buddy. And then a situationship is, I want this nigga, he don't want me. Like, he ain't ready to commit, really. We playing around. We like each other, but he don't want a relationship. Like,
I can see that.
Because then, like, that's why I say I have fuck buddies, situationships, talking, dating, like all of these.
Yes.
So you got niggas.
So I guess mine was like, but
I don't have them, but it's different categories.
Okay. Let me kind of tell you like my situationship, and then I want to kind of like go into like turn ons and turn offs.
Okay.
For like the situationship that I was in, and I'm gonna try to like break it down as like simple as
let
possible.
us know, girlie. This is the get to know you. We need to know what's going on.
Okay, so I have been in a situationship for a year, a little over a year. It was to the point. Okay, so our first date, he took me to the opera.
Oh.
The first date to the opera.
Y'all dating.
Months in.
It's not no situationship.
Months in, he tells me he doesn't want a relationship. At this point, I'm invested.
And see, and that's what they do. They know how to reel you in.
That's the thing. I'm already too invested. When we would go out, we're holding hands. I literally felt like we were in a relationship. Everything felt. It felt like everything just felt real. We were. Babe, it was babe this, babe. Oh, babe, let's go see this. Oh, babe, let's do this. Babe, let's do that. He took me to the opera. Every holiday, he's cash apping me, sending me money.
Yeah, that.
I never touched my wallet.
He was giving big energy. I don't know what's going on.
Big relationship vibes, right?
Yeah.
And then I remember mentioning to him that I was like, you're very misleading. And we were headed to the movies, and he was like, oh, well, I don't think we should go to the movies then.
For the record, I just want to say my name is Khrissy and I hate niggas.
All right.
Yo,
like I hate literally.
I think that I mean that is a misconception because it's like if I'm fucking with you and we dating, we dating. But if it's just something like we
and
just
then,
fucking around and I tell you, like I'll take you on a date, it's a different story.
So we were like months in, and then his birthday was like in February, and we met in like October. Mm-hmm. So when he had his 30th, he didn't invite me, and I was I felt salty. I was salty about it. Like, I helped him pick out an outfit, everything.
That is crazy.
And months, like literally maybe, I want to say like a couple of months ago, we were out and my girlfriend asked, she was like, so why wasn't she invited to the 30th bash? You know, that's a milestone. Why wouldn't you allow, someone that you're dealing with to come and hang out, celebrate you? And he was just like, well, when I met her, I just knew like I really liked her, and I just knew that if I wanted to keep her, I shouldn't invite her. And I was like,
that's
what
stupid.
kind of 30th bash did you have going on?
That's stupid, and it doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I just think that was just an excuse that that just popped out his asshole or something. Literally. Like, because that doesn't make sense to me. Like, what could possibly be going on at a 30th birthday bash? I watched all the stories, and literally nothing went on. Literally nothing.
So the thing that can go on is a female there that he's actually fucking with too. I can tell you something to string you along, and at the same time still be fucking with somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a turn off for me. Speaking of turn-ons and turn-offs.
Are you saying honesty or just misleading?
Just misleading. That's
misleading. Because what they'll do, they'll fucking cuddle with you. They'll be, let's take showers together. They'll do a lot of energy like that. Take you out. You ain't never reaching in your purse. Yep. And then as soon as you're like, what are we? Like, what's going on? Then like, oh, you catching feelings. You know, you doing too much. We was just chilling.
No, when I asked him what were we, he was like, oh, we're just really good friends. He's like, honestly, I literally thought it had something to do with me. I was like, maybe it's just me, because I've heard stories and I've seen movies where men don't want to be in relationships, or they don't want to get married or take it to that level. Mm-hmm. And you're thinking that, okay, well, they're just not ready. When in reality, it's just that they don't want a relationship with you. It's you that they don't want a relationship with. What was that Tyler Perry movie? Was it a Tyler Perry movie where she wanted to get pregnant and she wanted to start a family, and he was like, oh, I don't want kids, and that's what, that separated, like, that's why they separated. Yeah. And she's like walking in the mall. What was that? I forgot the name of that movie.
I know what you're talking about. 35 and Ticking?
I don't know.
She said Tyler Perry.
I think it was a Tyler Perry movie.
She said she think it is. I think it's 35 and Ticking.
I think it is. But
it's with Kevin Hart in it, right?
Yes.
It's 35 and Ticking.
Okay, yes. And she's
God damn.
Look, I'm on your neck. I'm on your neck.
And she's walking, and she's like, just kind of window shopping, and she spots him and looks, and his wife turns around, and she's pregnant.
See, for me, okay, so that's just a quick question, because I don't know if I believe the whole a guy knows that he wants you off rip. I mean, I don't know.
He does.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know. I try not to, think too hard on those topics like that, because I feel like, there is no rule book to this game of love, so I don't like to get into that. But I don't think that it's always like that, because some situations some fuck buddies do turn into relationships. So I don't know.
Yeah, but why do you think they turn into relationships?
Because they actually like each other. They have chemistry. They get along.
So that goes back to what I was saying earlier. In order to be in a relationship, the like has to be mutual. I gotta fuck with you the same way.
No, you're not gonna get me caught up with that. No. At the end of the day, this is on the record. It's never gonna change.
We're gonna see.
My man needs to like me, love me a little bit more.
Hey,
Period. He needs to be trembling in his boots at night, making sure that I'm still there.
So, what do you give for him to feel that way?
Me.
You gotta be more. Just like you said, there's other niggas in line, there's other women in line.
Exactly, and who I am is dope as fuck enough to keep him. And who he is dope enough to keep me too. But
okay, so why do I got to work harder than you if who I am is dope enough to keep you, and who you are is dope enough to keep me?
Because men, what I've seen, don't like women to be on their head like that.
What do you mean by on their head like that?
Like blowing them up, like just on their head all the time, like just on them more.
I think it depends on the woman. I think it depends on what you got going. I think it depends on who you are. Like, for a man, I know when I look at a certain woman, like, okay, well, I want to fuck her, or I want to, you know, do whatever. But I mean, that's just me. Another topic for another time.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all never ever told me y'all's turn-ons and turn-offs. I told y'all my turn-ons and turn-offs.
Well, you only told us one. You just don't like the
Okay, I did. You're right, I did. Yeah, the misleading, that's definitely a turn-off for me. And then, okay, so I have a big thing. I don't know. I was just, like, I've been watching, like, Marvin. And I have a thing about, don't worry about it. See, I have a thing about nails. Like, that's a huge turn. Like, I love pretty teeth. I have pretty teeth. I have a pretty smile. That's the first thing a lot of people notice when they see me is my smile. So teeth is a big thing. Okay. Like, if I don't even want to go there. Teeth is just a good thing. Yeah. I need your mouth to look like
the whole mouth.
I just need your mouth to look like somebody when just throwing dice.
Let's get back to the nails.
I just love clean cut. I just love a clean cut man.
But she said something about your nails and she didn't finish.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
do you have long nails? Let me see your nails.
I bite my nails, but I
don't need your nails longer than mine.
You haven't bit them in at least a week.
Because I've been working. I got fucking dirty shit.
Wait a minute, Khrissy. I can't with you.
I ain't been stressed out in the week.
So easy to get on him.
It is. We stay on Marvin. If you know, you know, we literally stay on him.
It's all good. Yeah. But my turn-offs. I cannot stand a lot of attitude. That's a huge turn-off for me.
Well, I have the biggest attitude.
I can't fuck with it. I can't stand a loud ass woman.
And I'm loud.
Huge.
I think we already caught that vibe.
Loud energy is cool, but loud as far as like you bucking up shit like that.
No, gotcha.
Nah, hell no. But and also, I'm the type. I don't have a foot fetish, but I cannot stand women with ugly feet. I don't give a fuck.
See, that's one thing about me.
I can't fuck with it.
I may not keep my nails. Like I may not get a full set. One thing, these toes are gonna be suckable.
She said suckable.
Suckable.
No, facts.
Yeah, you can't have no bunion barn fucking with me.
Yeah, I've literally met a guy out before, and literally I had on sandals, and he was like, "Let me see your feet." Y'all, it was the one time in my life that I did some little bum bitch shit. I literally went out with sandals, with like toes all fucked up, and like I told him, it was quarantine. It was literally back in quarantine. No, it was right before like when clubs like barely opened. It was maybe like May, like June or something. It was like way back in quarantine. So I'm like, dude, fuck you.
That's crazy.
So you wore some sandals or something?
I did. I wore some sandals and my toes was fucked up.
So why did he ask to see your toes if your toes were out?
Well, he just wanted to see them up close, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, y'all, my turnoffs, when I think about my turnoffs, one of my biggest turnoffs, y'all, is like dealing with these guys. I'm just gonna have to say black guys because these are the only ones I done mess with. Yes, I'm coming for these black men.
Not the brothers.
I mean, that's the only ones I've dealt with. But you know, when you say black, that get everybody attention.
Right.
So, the guys like that just have the chip on their shoulder. Like they just don't know how to have fun. Like that's just so serious about everything. You know, like I don't even know if it's insecurities or what it is, but just the guys that like don't know how to relax and just enjoy like the moment. Like, oh, if he going through something, if he going through ups and downs in his life at the moment, he don't know how to like be like, okay, you may be going through a situation, but life is still going on. So, you know, seize the day. Like, it's okay to be going through things and, like, keep a positive attitude while you're going through stuff. That's one thing it's a turn off for me. I need a guy that's fun and just knows how to, like, you know, go with the roller coaster. Like, go with the roller coaster of life, go through the motions, trials and tribulations, and, like, you know, keep going. Like, adapt to your situation. Don't be all getting all down all the time. Like, yes, we get down, but it's just about, like, that whole, like, I'm not where I want to be, so ain't nothing fun. I can't do nothing. I don't want to celebrate nothing because I'm not where I want to be. Like,
that nigga depressed.
Is this something that you have experienced, or this is something that you've, like, a story, like, maybe a experience from a friend, family?
No. This is stuff I've experienced. Like, and, yeah, it could be depression, but, you know, yeah, stuff I've experienced with guys. So that's a turn off. But if I could think of like maybe a lighter turn off, hygiene overall and lack of ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh. If a woman stink, no. If a woman stinks, that's a hell no. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Yeah, hygiene is definitely number one. Like, hygiene is important to me. And so, well, you guys.
Well, what would y'all say is the, I guess if y'all want to just, like, wrap things up, you know, give these people a little takeaway, what would y'all say is probably the biggest thing y'all learned in 2020 coming out of this pandemic?
Who want to go first?
You go.
The biggest thing I learned is not to doubt myself. I think that's the biggest thing I learned.
That's a good thing to learn, yeah.
Not to put myself in a situation and not think I can't get myself out of it, or get frustrated with the process of getting out of it. I think that was the biggest thing, is getting frustrated with the process of it and saying fuck it. Also, just making sure that I just stay consistent or whatever I'm doing.
For sure. I think for me, excuse me, it was just, don't let difficult times make you forget your blessings. You know, despite us being in a pandemic, I mean, I didn't lack anything. My family, my friends were good. I had a job, food on the table, roof over my head, transportation, even though I couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had no complaints.
I would say for me, the biggest thing I learned in 2020 was to let things come and let things go. Like, just don't dwell. Like me, I feel like I can get caught up in, like, overthinking things and replaying scenarios. And I just learned to, like, let things and let people come and go. And, you know, just don't choose to hold on to that hurt or pain or anything. Choose to, like, seek happiness and seek love. Like, actually, like, make that my focus. So just learning to let things come and go overall.
You said seek happiness and love? Mm-hmm. So you're looking for a relationship in 2021?
That doesn't mean relationship. I get love from my friends, family, peers. I get love everywhere. Love from grocery store clerks. Like, nah, it's seeking love, focusing on that.
That makes sense.
All right, you guys.
Well, you didn't say yours.
I did.
You did.
That means he wasn't listening.
Yeah, you weren't paying
wasn't.
attention.
Okay, I'm sorry.
On another note, we'll make that another episode. Men that don't listen, okay? We'll make that a segment, all right? All right, you guys, I'm excited. We have officially launched the Millennial Culturally Distinct podcast, Uncensored, with your girl, Brittany, Jsavant, and my girl, Khrissy T.
Woo woo. Y'all, thanks for a great show.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to working with y'all and, you know, just seeing where this goes. Looking forward to growing this podcast.
Definitely.
With y'all.
Let's put our foot on their necks. How they say, put our foot on their necks.
All 2021.
All 2021. Y'all. All right, you guys. Well, make sure you guys follow us on social media. Of course, Bree_media, not BRE. That's BRI_media. Did you make an IG? That was your homework. That's your homework tonight, is to make an IG.
But he doesn't believe in motivation, so we don't know how we'll get him to do it.
Right. Who doesn't have social media? Let me
You
find out.
do what you want to do.
Let me find out you're the op.
I don't know what. That ain't even something right coming out your mouth.
I
know what you're saying.
couldn't even say it.
Like
I was like, is it you're an op or you're the op?
She has to burp.
Opposition. God damn.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, y'all follow me on Instagram at The Real Khrissy T. That's Khrissy with a K. And you can find me on YouTube as well. Khrissy T, Khrissy with a K.
And of course, we can't forget about the Culturally Distinct podcast on Instagram and Facebook. And make sure you guys check out the podcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and MySpace.
Edit that part out.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. So you guys, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We out.
Bye.